Hey, I'm Jamie Lenman, you're watching RAMzine, yo!
Hello gorgeous people, my name is Howell Davis and I'm here with RAMzine with the one and only Jamie Lenman. An absolute pleasure to be talking to you today, sir. How are you doing?
Thanks, buddy. Yeah, I'm great. Yeah, it's a beautiful day. I mean, you promised me some piss booing, which hasn't arrived yet, and I can feel the back of my neck roasting up, but we'll get to that in a minute. It's a beautiful day to be outside.
It really, truly is. And what a beautiful day to end it all with as well. Last day of download, and it's your first solo show of download, correct?
Well, not quite. It is. I did do one 4 years ago when I had my last record out, but it was sort of on like a couple of boxes just built up at the back there, and they just let me get on with it. This year we're in a proper tent, so I'm very excited about that. It's the first year I've done it with just my current two-piece setup. Before I had a whole bag of boys, now it's just me and my drummer, so it is like a new thing for me, yeah.
I was going to say, because like, was it the heavy and soft band last time, wasn't it?
Yeah, band, yeah, came along with me last time.
Absolutely. What's going through your mind then, coming up with this new stuff then? Are you going to be doing a lot of stuff from muscle memory or more from Devolver?
Well, because Devolver is my current record and because it's easier to play, I'm going to be doing a lot of stuff from Devolver, yeah. Because I think they're more suited to it's a summery feel. Mind you, Download's a very heavy festival. That last record was very heavy. Do you know, I'm just in the mood I've played all those songs for years, so I'm in the mood to play a lot of the new material. But you get bits from all over. We'll have a couple of bits from Muscle Memory, and you might get a cheeky Ruben song in there, who knows?
Well, you never know. And as well, I've seen that Justine Jones has also been around as well yesterday, whether she's still on site or not, but let's talk Long Gone, my friend, and Irrelevant.
Yeah.
That just came out, what, this week?
Yeah, on Friday it came out, yeah.
God, I've been blasted and seen the video for Long Gone. That's the one I was waiting for. You got Justine in the whites, man. How'd you pull that off?
I just suggested daintily that she might like to bring an all-white set of clothes, and she was like, no problems. And then I brought a pair of spare white braces because I didn't want to go straight in with the white braces. Oh, yeah. But then I brought them out and she was like, let's do it, and we look like cool twins.
Really, mate, it's a slamming track as well, okay. and I don't use that word lightly at all. I very rarely ever use the word slamming.
Yeah, it is rare. You don't hear it often, slamming.
No, quite right. Where did the idea to come from to work with Justine on an original track?
Well, because we did the little mini festival last year, Lenmania, and we had Employed to Serve there because I'd heard them and I dug them. And then we asked her to come and do a track with us just because I liked them so much as a band, and we got on with Justine. And I'd actually met them the previous year at 2000 Trees, so we were already sort of buddies. And then when we went to doing the single, I sort of thought, wouldn't it be nice to get some contributors? And we already had Andy Roots singing on the other track. And then I thought, well, who's got like an amazing like metal scream? And Justine, you know, she's already in the phone book. I didn't have to make any new contacts. So I called her up and said, you know, come and do the hard bits and I'll do the singy bits. And she just killed it first time, man.
And it's not what you know, it's who you know in this business.
That's true. But I did know that what I knew was that she could tackle it super hardcore, and she did.
Exactly that. And mate, I've got to say, Devolver is in my vinyl collection. It is, I don't say that lightly either. Really? Right next to Perfect Circle.
Wow, is that alphabetically how it goes?
I never do anything.
Perfect LP. Is it? Are they close to each other in the alphabet?
Eat the Elephant was Perfect Circles.
Oh no.
Devolver would be, it would be A, B,
would
C,
they,
D,
you do it by
O.
title of record? That's just insane, but I'm glad.
It just goes in the any way they want to, and it's at top of the pile at the moment because Mississippi is my jamming tune when I walk to work.
Is it? Wow, you're going to get aggressive and angry when you walk to work. That's a heavy song.
And I'm usually a very happy person when I go to work. Oh yes. That's all right.
Okay.
I mean, but you know, it at least gives you the confidence to strut down the street with it as well.
True.
And coming into it, so I kind of like, and a couple of tracks after that as well. Riding, was it Hell in a Fast Car?
That's right. That's the one. Yeah, Hell in a Fast Car. You dig that?
Oh, it's your jogging tune.
Skippy beat. Yeah, you'll get to work faster if you listen to that one.
Yeah, exactly. And I remember last year as well, was it last year, 2003, you did an acoustic set, a covers acoustic set, and then did your heavier set as well. Is it tempting to do something like that at such an eclectic crowd as Download?
Well, I mean, if Download had asked me to do an acoustic set, I probably would have said, yeah, you know, if I'm here already, it just means I have to pack one more guitar, but that's fine. Yeah. I'll just put it in the front with me. Yeah, I mean, I like doing acoustic sets and I like doing heavy sets. That's what we did at Download when I was here 4 years ago. I did one set acoustic, and then I came back and brought the heavy mellow band, and that was a nice contrast. Yeah. I wouldn't want to do it every year, but every now and then it's fun, you know.
Yeah, absolutely. And have you brought your own customised balloons this time round, sir?
Did I have customised balloons?
At Lenmania you did, sir.
That's right, that's right. I don't know what happened to those balloons. I think we released them into the sky.
I mean, that's the conscientious thing to do, is to catch and release.
Do you think, but then someone's driving on a motorway is going to get their windshield covered by a giant L, and hopefully they're fine. I hope they doesn't make them crash. I worry about that.
That's a problem for future Mr. Lenman.
It's a problem for the future. For future, Lenman can deal with that one, yes.
Absolutely, and the future is looking quite bright in terms of, because another thing that really interests me about you as well is the fact that your love of comic books and comic strips in particular.
Yeah, sure.
That was my first love as well. I grew up on Jim Davis, Charles Schurz, Matt Groening, stuff like that. And you do a lot of stuff, and obviously being in the position you are with music, a couple of bands have actually come up to you as well, like Haggard Cat.
Yeah.
Do you get that a lot?
People, not so much recently, but yeah, for a long time people would ask me quite often to do album artwork and CD artwork. The trouble is that it's a real ball ache doing album artwork and CD artwork, so I never do it. I only do it for people that are already, you know, my friends, like Haggard Cat or Caretaker or a few other artists. So I don't really, if someone came to me from outside that I didn't know and said, look, and they're offering like money, but I just, it takes a lot of emotional involvement, I think, to do a whole album artwork for someone. So I've got to really be invested. So I sort of said no for several years, and they've started to fuck off now, which is great.
Yeah, absolutely. Who were the first comic book illustrators that really got you hooked onto comic strips and drawing in the first place?
Well, you named a couple. Jim Davis and Charles Schulz obviously did Garfield and Peanuts, and then Larson's Far Sides, and then Calvin and Hobbes. Huge Calvin and Hobbes fan.
Big Calvin and Hobbes fan, sir. Big fun. If you could draw yourself into any one of those universes, where would Jamie Lenman go?
Probably the Far Side. I probably fit best in the Far Side because it's weird and offbeat. You know, Calvin and Hobbes is too cute. All the others are too cute. Maybe Garfield's a little bit too cynical for me. I think I'd be at home with the zombie cows in the Far Side.
Not 2000 AD or Marvel or DC, maybe too much.
Any of them, wow.
Any universe at all, sir.
Where would I like to go in what comic? Oh, do you know what? I really like Gerard Way's Umbrella Academy.
Really? I've not heard.
I mean, I'm not really a big fan of, in fact, I can't stand My Chemical Romance, although they've got a couple of good songs. But then he's also a comic artist and a writer. He's a great illustrator himself, but he wrote 2 series of fantastic comics called The Umbrella Academy, and they are just fantastic. And so to go from someone that didn't really care at all about his music to really caring about his comic writing, you know, I think if someone said that to me, you know, I don't really, not fussed about your music, but I really dig the art that you make, I'd be, you know, I'd still feel like, oh, good, you know, at least you're discerning and thinking about stuff. I'd be chuffed with that. So, yeah, I really dig his stuff. I'd like to go into that comic, The Umbrella Academy. Fascinating.
That is a fascinating answer, quite interesting as well. Like, I would say I would like to go to 2000 AD, go by Judge Dredd, because when you look at me, you think intimidating policeman who throws authority.
Well, I mean, you better make sure you don't break no laws in Mega City 1, because here come down you like a ton of bricks.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. And Jamie Lenman, for the rest of the year, 2018, what does that look like for you?
Well, at the moment, it looks like a thick forest of festivals coming at me super hard.
Yes, Arctangent as well.
Arctangent's happening, and I'm doing a couple like tram lines in Sheffield and rocked up in Corby, all kinds of stuff. And then we're going out to Germany to do the Reeperbahn in Hamburg. So up until the middle of September, it's just festival, festival, festival. And I don't know if we know what we're doing after that. We haven't really made any solid plans. But I expect we're going to have a meeting at some point and work out what'll go on there.
It has to be done. And my final question, I think possibly the most important one of all, it is, if you could bring any recipe that you're homemade with you on the road, what would you cook for yourself?
A homemade recipe?
Homemade recipe.
I would probably bring the Hairy Bikers, this isn't my recipe, but I eat it at home, Hairy Bikers low-fat spaghetti bolognese. That is my absolute fave. And if I could eat that on tour, I could stay trim the whole time and not just scram down on burgers and whatnot. That would be my favourite. I don't think that's quite as an exciting answer as you were looking for, but it is a sensible answer, and I'm a sensible man.
It's a humbling answer as well, because spaghetti, as we all know, makes the world go round.
It's true. It's true.
This has been the one and only Jamie Lenman. I've been Howell Davis. You've been watching RAMzine. Make sure to like, share and subscribe. And now we've got the little diddly-doo-dah bell that you can stay notified of everything that RAMzine does. Mr. Lenman, good luck today at the download and all the best. And I will see you at Arctangents, sir.